Welcome to GESARA for Dummies. It is May 16, 2025. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. Iraq and Dinar RV. The WTO training is completed. WTO stands for World Trade Organization. A week-long training course on trade and services, and the services-related aspects of WTO accessions, concluded on 11th of April in Geneva, with 28 officials from 12 acceding governments participating. The governments represented were Azerbaijan, the Bahamas, Belarus, Bhutan, Curaçao, Ethiopia, Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Munder Maimouni, Director of International Trade Center Division of Market Development, said, "This training is a critical step toward maximizing the benefits of WTO membership. Training done, now awaiting full membership." There are 4 requirements before the dinar can be activated to RV. 1. A public announcement of Iraq joining the World Trade Organization, WTO. 2. The Dinar RV, posted for 2 days in the Iraqi Government Gazette. 3. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, to announce the RV rate publicly. 4. The announcement that the U.S. will withdraw the coalition forces from Iraq. Completed September 27, 2024. Martin adds the following. Stop waiting Sunday night, when Forex opens, hoping to see the new rate. Stop listening to gurus, with their boots on the ground, giving false info. If the 4 requirements are not fully met, the Iraqi dinar will not revalue. The Central Bank of Iraq will announce the rate first, before anyone knows, the GESARA Law. Let's remove the blinkers, and go to the big picture for a moment. For GESARA to be announced globally, the bad apples must be strategically dealt with first. This means, the cabal must be forced into checkmate, so that they are left powerless, still there, but left in a powerless state, not to dare to make any move. From the GESARA announcement, there will be a 120-day period to select new governments, and to clean all cabal elements out. Can you now see the strategic value in arresting people after Trump secures peace deals? After Trump brings peace in the Middle East, and stops Russia/Ukraine, he will have near unlimited political ammunition, and the trust of the American people, as well as the global citizenry. It's easy for all of us who are aware of what's going on to demand a reckoning, but there are millions of people who have zero idea what's going on, and are still unsure about Trump. Millions of them still believe he is actually Hitler, because that's what the television told them. But once Trump ends these conflicts, and proves he is the peacemaker, the overwhelming majority of the public will have no choice but to admit Trump is not the monster the Democratic mainstream media said he was. Trump will then have the optics/ammunition to do whatever he wants, and much more of the public will be on his side. Securing peace deals is not just about security, it's about optics. Swinging the global citizenry's trust away from the cabal, into his alliance's favor, is a huge part of the Q military intelligence plan. From President Trump's world capitulation tour from 2017 to 2025, shows you how it went, versus how it's presently going, in this mind-blowing 2-minute video. Let's watch the clip. Ask yourself, why on earth would the Arab procession bands play the YMCA song, promoting Christian soldiers during President Trump's recent visit? Why did President Trump play this song at every one of his rallies over the last 8 years? Watch the video until the end. There's definitely a huge com here. The Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA, World War, 1914 to 1918, Armed Forces was stationed at Guantanamo Bay. Today it is the most feared and secured prison in the world, called Gitmo. These pictures show the YMCA building at Camp Meyer, located in Deer Point, Guantanamo Bay. The camp, established on March 13, 1911, once hosted around 2,000 U.S. Marines. It is, and will be the U.S. Marines, that will do the cleaning up of the global cabal, and bring them to Gitmo, for military tribunals due to crimes against humanity, and their execution by firing squad, every single one of the globalists club, BRICS GESARA nations. Russia and Egypt, to boost trade, by transitioning to national currencies. Operation Sandman nations, are locking in. Ethiopia, to join African Finance Corporation. Major boost for trade and infrastructure. Payment systems. Ripple's senior vice president of stablecoins just said, "We're talking to some interesting sovereign wealth funds." Ripple talks to some of the biggest players. This is the preparation for the activation of the RLUSD. Ripple's RLUSD ignites tokenized finance. RLUSD powers settlements, treasuries, non-fungible tokens, and more, built on XRP Ledger, fully United States dollar-backed, no smart contracts needed. This isn't just a stablecoin, it's Ripple's foundation for the future of finance. Ripple unleashed an ad that's sending shockwaves through crypto and shaking up the entire financial system. Let's watch the clip.
Whether you're It's blockchain technology solutions that will help put trillions in trapped capital back to work. It's environmentally responsible crypto innovation for a world that demands sustainability. And it's a whole new way to create, move, exchange, and leverage digital value. We're not just after something more. We're after something greater, which is why we're building it together with researchers and policymakers, financial professionals, developers, and entrepreneurs. This is the journey we're on together, enabling a world without economic borders, not just for a few, but for everyone.
XRP is no longer a secret, it's the Internet of Value. The Internet of Value concept refers to the idea that the Internet, beyond just transmitting information, can also facilitate the transfer and exchange of assets and values that can be expressed in monetary terms. It's essentially a digital network for value transfer, building upon blockchain technology. The takeover has begun. You either tap in or get left behind, as we are on the fast track to the end. Senators think the stablecoin, U.S. Genius Act, will be approved within 10 days. Asked whether the bill would be passed by Memorial Day, May 26, Senator Loomis said she believes that's a fair target date, with Senator Gillibrand nodding in agreement. In a separate consensus interview with Congressman French Hill, who chairs the House Financial Services Committee, he reaffirmed an expectation that both the stablecoin and financial market infrastructure bills could be ready for the president's signature before the August recess. The U.S. Congress typically begins its August recess around the beginning of August, with the exact dates varying slightly between the House and Senate. The House will adjourn around August 2nd, while the Senate adjourns around August 5th, according to Social Current in the U.S. Senate. The Senate typically resumes its session around September 6th, and the House around September 8th. Meaning, anytime from 26 May to 15th of August is a critical time to sign the cryptocurrency's regulations into law. Currency wars. The U.S. dollar has entered the final countdown. It appears that the U.S. dollar is now on a final countdown that investors around the world need to be aware of. The signs are already here. 1. Federal Reserve debt monetization is accelerating. 2. Debt and deficits are ballooning. 3. Global de-dollarization is spreading. 4. Quantitative easing is the baseline supporting the system. What this means? We are not in a currency cycle anymore, we are in a currency countdown. The dollar's purchasing power isn't just declining, it's evaporating. Japan holds $1 trillion in U.S. fiat treasuries, could sell if hit by tariffs. Yesterday's May 15, 2020, Delta Post 4246. Sometimes, you can't tell the public the truth. You must show them. Only then will people find the will to change. Soon everything shall be turned on its head, overnight. That sums up your Friday news. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. See you tomorrow.